Now we will discuss the assumptions of community organization. Communities of people can develop the capacity to deal with their own problems. This is an important assumption on which the method of community organization rely. That the community people have all the potentials and capacity to deal with their problems, to tackle their problems, and to find out the solution of their problems. Another assumption on the part of community organization is this, that people want change for the development and can make the change as well. And this is important, that people should participate in making, adjusting, or controlling the major changes taking place in their communities. Changes in the community living, which are self-imposed or self-developed, have a meaning and permanence that imposed changes do not have. So if some changes brought about by the will and wish of the community people, it is long-lasting and it is more successful and it is being accepted by the community people as compared to that change which is brought and which is introduced in the community against the willingness of the community people. For this purpose, a holistic approach can be introduced, which can be more successful and can deal more successfully with the problems as compared to a fragmented approach which cannot cope. Democracy requires cooperative participation and action in the affairs of the community. People must learn the skills which make this possible, so they can acquire the democratic attitude. And another assumption is this, that the communities of people frequently need help, as the individuals require help to deal with their individual problems. Communities' strength to deal with their own problems is another assumption lying behind the concept of community organization, that there is the inbuilt strength among the community people to with their own problems and to tackle their issues. Individuals and groups of different socio-cultural background, primarily concerned with their narrow individual interest, with their personal benefits, so they can be dealt on individual levels, and their interest must be watched on individual levels. Community want change for their development, but at the same time they resist the change. So a community organizer should be ready to resolve these kind of issues in the way of community organization while finding out the solutions of the community problems. So for this purpose, community also needs expert guidance, which can be provided in the form of a professional community social worker. To evolve interest of community, planned change should be introduced so that the community people may derive immediate tangible benefits from that change. So it is said that always to bring the change in the community or to solve the problem, small level projects should be introduced within the community, so the success rate can be increased. Otherwise, in the form of the failure of a project, the community will be disappointed and will not accept any change and will not participate in further development programs. People's active involvement in formulation, implementation, execution, monitoring, supervision, and evaluation of development programs is much needed. And for this purpose, the method of consensus should be developed, but hurried efforts should not be made to evolve this kind of consensus among the community people. Multiplicity of efforts should be adopted while resolving the community problems, because multiplicity of factors exist behind the problem. So multi-pronged strategies must be employed.